What's up, guys? NottheWinner here, and just gonna talk to you guys about Marvel Midnight Suns. So far, this game has been an absolute joy. The load screens are the only issue I've had, but these little crates around, like this huge open world that you have to explore with gates that you can open to go explore deeper and deeper and deeper into these dungeons. It's just kind of crazy, all of the stuff that you can actually do in this. And then there's obviously paying respects at each of these shrines as you go throughout the areas. I opened up one a little bit further in. This is the closest one to the castle, but I've already opened up one of the ones on the left. Um, but overall, it's kind of crazy everything that you can do in this game, how much there is to explore, and just the overall general vibe. And all of these rooms look to be unlocked as you find more people to join your crew, such as Spider-Man, who I just recently unlocked. So the game is constantly growing and growing, and then obviously all the DLCs is going to include so many other characters. And we already have a specific order here that we gotta follow, and we're not even sure what it's for yet. So the game just develops more and more. You also have these special words of power that you unlock as you explore the Abbey and the grounds. And as you've unlocked more of the grounds, you can kind of do a little bit more with that. There's also a whole, how do I put this? Friendship system. Let's go see Blade. So, Blade, you out here? I already did training, so maybe he's gone inside. Blade, where the hell you at? You're normally out here reading a book or some shit. Alright, well, we'll just go see Tony instead, then. Uh, right. Spider-Man. Hey, man. What's up? So there's like a whole friendship system. I'm rank 1 with Blade right now, so I built up his friendship the most, but overall, it's just one of those things where when you train with someone, you get extra combat abilities with them. I just unlocked complimenting, so let's see how this goes. +3 friendship, just like that. Uh, and then you can also hang out with people. So you can request to hang out. Like I was reading a book with Blade the other day. I believe you get 5 points base for hanging out, and you get 1 point for each question you kind of answer correctly. If you fail to answer the first one correctly, then your conversation ends. So you have a maximum, I believe, of 7 points. That's as high as it's let me get, but I haven't gotten any of the questions wrong yet. You can also give gifts to people. So it kind of has like a Persona feel, but it also has like an Atelier Verona or Atelier series thing. Um, and just overall, like, I can't zoom out anymore. But there we go. There we go. So like this is the Abbey. This is like the altar. This is kind of where you start. But then there's all these gates to open up all these zones. And as you can see, we haven't even opened up the top area of the map here. So this is just the Abbey, like your hangout zone. Oh man. And it literally told me you don't have to explore another inch of this to complete the game. So I can explore this. I can keep gaining arcane levels by finding stuff. I can keep getting more arcane keys to open up all the chests. Or I could just play the game. There's also, you can also do like private messages. Like I had one with Blade the other day. You got all your heroes here, so when you look into your heroes, you can edit their decks and decide which cards you actually want to use. Each player can use up to 8 abilities. You must have 1 attack, 1 skill, and 1 heroic, and you cannot have more than 4 attack in it once. Let's see, what else is there? She just got a new Fists of Radiance, so I'll probably just upgrade one of those. There's all sorts of resources and regions. As you see, I got some wolfsbane, witch hazel, chicken mushroom, and oyster mushroom. I'm pretty sure these are used to make like potions. So these here, I'll just go ahead and try and make one right now. I believe the cauldron's inside the library. Yeah, that's this way. See, I don't know how to use this cauldron. Oh. Curious. Yeah, I don't know how to use this cauldron yet. Maybe they'll teach me a little bit later, but for now we're just still grabbing stuff.
Need something, do you?
Maybe she'll tell me something new here. Nope. Yeah, so I haven't figured out the cauldron yet, but I've been gathering these materials, and apparently it doesn't take up one of your like card usages or your turns when you use the potions, as far as I understand. So that would be really cool, and we've got 2 of the 4 eyes lit up so far, so that's really cool as well. Lots of stuff going on in this game, as you can see. I'm just kind of trying to show you like the base level of everything. So you guys can get an idea. And as you see, I got a gift. I got all these quest items. You know, as you find more collections like tarot cards, journals, and stuff, you're filling in these, and apparently you get a big reward if you finish any of them. So it's just there's so much for you to find in this. You can find masterwork paintings, so you can put them up on any of the blank canvases. It just has so many vibes from so many different games, but it's well linked together rather than just being a mess of all of these different things. The battle system itself is actually very fun. I was surprised because, you know, card systems or tactic systems, they're sometimes very dry, but this one keeps it interesting with some pinball mechanics using knockbacks and some additional like training dummies that you can use to improve your abilities. Like I have one now that allows me to choose to shove instead of my abilities' normal skills. So I can knock back every time if I want to. And there's all sorts of other things as well, like when you get higher arcana and you open arcana chests, you end up getting more cosmetics, so sometimes it's better to save those keys. Just a lot going on. Like the keys gave me the Borderlands feel, obviously, and any like 2K game where you get cosmetics. It also gave me like for example, the combat, it gave me small Hearthstone vibes while also giving me like those pinball like phone games where you gotta knock people into people, like it gave me those vibes at the same time. Like I don't know how to describe how many different games were nicely placed into one game here, but it has a really good feel. Once again though, load screens. Load screens. Like, are you kidding me? I don't need a 3 to 7 minute load screen all the freaking time. That really takes you out of a game like this. And if you're having a blast, you stop having fun during those times. It's still a blast. And I mean, come on, guys. Like, any game where you can pet a doggo, that's a 10 out of 10. We know that, right? And check out my doggo. What's up, buddy? He's a good girl. But you guys get the idea. Very fun game. Very well put together in certain aspects. Sometimes occasionally lags, but I mean, look, this is your jog speed. Most games, this is your full run if you're lucky. And check out my run speed. Like, are you kidding me? Games don't do this anymore. What they do is they make a small world, they shrink you down and place you inside of it, and then it like they even lower your run speed at that rate. They give your tiny map, just make you tiny. It's Honey, I Shrunk the Video Game character. Whereas this game, you know, you could say that you've been shrunk down, but at least you have speed. And you know what? I look proportional to a bunch of the different objects throughout the world. And a lot of games don't do that. You'll be as tall as a tree, but as small as a bush in some games. And it doesn't make sense. So I think this game did a very good job of its sizing and its pacing and just like everything in general so far. Load screens, only issue. So if this video was helpful to you guys, please like and subscribe. If you guys are on the fence about this game, it's probably not exactly what you think. I'm going to be putting a gameplay trailer or like a 40-minute video of me playing where you can kind of check out the vibe of it. Just remember, it's turn-based, it's a strategy game, but then they gave you an open world to explore on the side at your leisure, and they didn't force you to do it past the opening. So really, if you're not into tactics, it still might be worth a shot. If you really, really, really don't know if this is for you, maybe just live vicariously through others and wait for a sale. But so far, this has been better than I thought, because I knew this was going to be a goofy one that was a little bit more interesting. and it's way more interesting than what I thought. And I thought it was just going to be pure tactics, and half of you guys were going to quit immediately. Whereas this is actually pretty darn cool for the non-tactics players. Once again, if you guys enjoyed it, like and subscribe, and I'll see you there.